The terrorist who is responsible for the two bombings in Jerusalem last month has been identified. Google changed their definition of what a Jew is, and the IDF has been busy with many counterterrorism operations. I'm Justin, and this is the Israel Guys. Welcome to the Israel Guys, where we believe that in a world of Jew hatred and anti-Israel propaganda, you should have a direct connection to the land and people of Israel. As always, guys, make sure to like this video, also subscribe to our channel, also hit the little notification bell so you never miss any of the episodes of the Israel Guys that we're bringing to you. We're bringing you 3 episodes a week along with other special content. Also, go follow us on social media. We're on all the major social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Go give us a follow. That would be wonderful. Guys, if you want to help us out, right now we're in the middle of our year-end fundraiser. We only have 3 days left to reach our goal. So if you would like to see us succeed, if you like to donate, if you believe in our mission, you can go to serveisrael.com or click the link in the description below to give your most generous donation. Guys, the terrorist who was behind the 2 Jerusalem bombings last month, as you guys remember, there was 2 Jerusalem bombings on the same day, and 2 people were unfortunately killed. It was very awful. So the terrorist was just identified as being affiliated with ISIS. So Israeli security forces, they identified and they captured the terrorist who was responsible for the bombings. This terrorist, he is a 26-year-old mechanical engineer who was living in Israel, and he had no prior known ties to terrorism. He was arrested on November 29th, shortly after the bombings. This was following an investigation made by the Shin Bet Internal Security Agency, Jerusalem District Police, and the IDF. But just this week, the details were cleared for publication. So authorities said on Tuesday morning just of this week that this man, he resided both in Ramallah, which is in Judea and Samaria, and also in Kfar Aqab, which is an Arab village within the municipal boundaries of Jerusalem on the northern edge of the city, so outside of Judea and Samaria. According to the reports, he identifies with the Salafist movement, which is within Sunni Islam, and he's also a supporter of the ISIS terror organization, so he's affiliated with ISIS. It was also reported that he carried out the twin bombings alone. Apparently, he practiced assembling and detonating explosive devices for a while before he carried these out. He used a pit, which he dug in the Binyamin district north of Jerusalem. He also used this pit to conceal explosive material for assembling new bombs, a Carlo-style automatic firearm, and a bomb already prepared for use. Shin Bet officials are saying that he was in the midst of planning an additional attack when he was arrested. So he's a mechanical engineer. That's how he knows how to make bombs and how to carry them out. But what is really interesting is found out where did he get his degree in mechanical engineering. It was discovered that he was a graduate of the Azrieli College of Engineering, which is in Jerusalem. This is an Israeli college where he earned the degree in mechanical engineering, where he learned how to make bombs. So Azrieli College, they put out a statement on Tuesday. They said, quote, "Unfortunately, one of these suspects is an alumnus of the college who completed his studies in the mechanical engineering department a few years ago. The college strongly condemns and rejects any action or verbal violence or behavior that is against the law and supports security forces for their quick detention of those responsible for the attack." So, guys, moving along, Google recently, they changed their definition for what a Jew is. So just this past week, if you would search it on Google, if you go into Google and search the word Jew, it would come up. The first thing that it would say would be to bargain with someone in a miserly or petty way. So they changed the word Jew from a noun to a verb, and they said it means to bargain with someone in a miserly or petty way. Wow. If that's not blatant anti-Semitism, I'm not sure what is. Thankfully, lots of people called them out. The Stop Anti-Semitism organization, they wrote on Twitter, quote, "When one enters Jew into the Google search engine, a grotesque anti-Semitic trope comes up. This is unacceptable, Google." Also, the U.S. Special Envoy for combating anti-Semitism, Deborah Lipstadt, also wrote on Twitter. She said, quote, "A Jew is a person, not a verb, except if you are perpetrating anti-Semitism, even unconsciously. I commend those who recognize anti-Semitism and work to address it when it occurs on their platform. We are all responsible for fighting Jew hate. Individual acts of advocacy matter." So with all this pressure coming on to Google, the Google search liaison, Danny Sullivan, he took to Twitter later on Tuesday to apologize on behalf of Google, but also to make excuses for their conduct. He wrote, quote, "Our apologies. Google licenses definitions from third-party dictionary experts. We only display the offensive definitions by default if they are the main meaning of a term. As this is not the case here, we have blocked this and passed along feedback to the partner for further review." So thankfully, people stood up for what mattered, for this, go against what Google is pushing forward here, and with all the pressure, they were able to change the definition, thankfully. Guys, I want to show you a video of undercover IDF really doing their job. So recently, a terrorist was driving down the road on a highway here in Israel, and undercover IDF agents stopped the car in the middle of traffic, and they got out and arrested this terrorist. I want to play the video here. So I thought that video was pretty cool. It's really showing that the IDF are doing their job very well and are on their toes to stop terrorism. Also, over the past few weeks, they've foiled a series of massive bomb attacks. So on Monday morning, Prime Minister Yair Lapid, praised the weeks-long operation, which was performed by the ISA, IDF, and the Israel police, which led to the arrest of multiple Arab terrorists in Judea and Samaria. He said, quote, "Following an operation that lasted several weeks, the security forces have arrested terrorists in Judea and Samaria who were planning to carry out a large-scale bomb attack in Israel, assisted by terrorist organizations from the Gaza Strip. The war against terrorists and their cells continues on a daily basis in all sectors. The security forces are constantly working to thwart all attempts to attack us. The battle is not over. The state of Israel has zero tolerance for terrorism and is taking constant action against it. This is the only way we can maintain routine life alongside our relentless fight against terrorism." So thankfully, the IDF are doing their job very well. The state of Israel is on top of it to push back against terrorism. And Yair Lapid is absolutely right when he says the state of Israel has zero tolerance for terrorism. Guys, I want to end with a heartwarming story, which I thought was pretty cool. A Muslim EMT, she saved a Jewish child from choking, and then she was recognized by the mayor of Jerusalem, proving that Arabs and Jews, it is possible for them to live in peace together. So, several weeks ago, United Hatzalah volunteer EMT Rania Abu Shabaan. She was in the Azrieli Mall, which is in Modi'in, when she heard a woman calling for help. She ran over and found the woman's small son who was choking. She performed the Heimlich maneuver on him and she saved his life. Now she's being honored by the mayor of Jerusalem. After the incident, she said, quote, "Receiving a hug from the mother, a religious Jewish woman, was a gratifying and moving experience for me as a religious Muslim. Moments like this can help us all realize that no matter our identities, we can all live together in this country." So it proves that if you love Israel, if you place human life higher on your priority list, then you can live peacefully with the state of Israel. It's only the terrorists, the Arab Palestinian terrorists, who will not be able to live in Israel. Guys, if you want to help us out, if you want to see us succeed in our mission, go check out our end of the year fundraiser at serveisrael.com or click the link in the description below. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Tune out the fake news and tune into what is actually happening in the land of Israel. We'll be back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with your direct connection to the land and people of Israel.